testimony. I'm actually speaking on behalf of one of our members. One of the lead characters in our play, her name is Carrie. Carrie is a 10-year-old girl in the play, and she is one of the main characters, and you're probably going to fall in love with her. She is portrayed by Maria Earnhardt. This past Wednesday, Maria had to leave school with a temperature of 103. She has had a terrible virus for 5 days, and she's really been pushing it to even try to get enough strength to come to church. She came to Hector and Elizabeth's wedding yesterday, and she almost didn't make it with her strength. She went home last night. Fortunately, her fever went down, and we were just really concerned about what to do because there was no way we could do the play without her. We've been praying for her, and over the weekend, the Lord has healed her. Even this morning, she came, and she had to end up going up to the balcony to lay down because she broke out into cold sweats. But the Lord has touched her, and I just praise Him for that tonight. He has allowed her to be here. She has a great spirit, and she's so excited about doing the play. She didn't want us to call it off or anything, and she's doing really well, and I believe the Lord's touched her. So I just wanted to share that testimony with you, and we're so grateful for it. Just to set you up with scene one, let me let you know what's going on. There's a group of young people from a Sunday school class, and they call themselves the Green Crusaders. They are a group of environmentalists. Now, if we think of environmentalists nowadays, we think of activists who are out here and doing all kinds of things for the earth, but they really don't do much for the Lord. But this group is different. They do a lot for the Lord, and they believe in keeping the earth clean according to the Genesis account. So what they've done a good act, a good service project, and the mayor has awarded them with what he calls the annual Mayor's Deck the Hall Award. And that means that because of their good deed, they get to decorate City Hall for Christmas. So they're very excited about doing it, and because of this, obviously they want to use the traditional manger scene because they believe in the Bible, and that's what Christmas is all about. But due to a grumpy neighbor and some other complainers, they run into some problems. But they're still going to be cheerful in what they do, and that's how we open up with scene one. So I welcome you tonight to Shine Bright the Stars. Let me just make a quick note before I do set the mic down. During some scene changes, I ask that you please be patient. We're going to turn all the lights out except the back ones, so you'll still kind of see what's going on. But we're going to play some music, so if you could just be a little patient with us. Some of them may take 2 or 3 minutes to set up, and there's 7 scenes, but I think that you'll really enjoy it. We now present Shine Bright the Stars.
Hi guys, I got stuck watching the kids.
Mom said you should have copied that. My name is Carrie.
I'm glad you're here. Now we can start.
Carrie the kid here wouldn't leave until we found Kitty. She forgot you put her in the freezer for a nap.
Is the cat okay? I mean, maybe you should have taken it to the vet. Silly, Kitty isn't a cat. She's a piglet. She likes the cold.
When she was little, anything that moved was called Kitty.
Good. We're ready.
Mrs. O, Jerry's not here. We can't start without him. It was his idea to clean up the stream in the first place.
I thought I saw him, Paula.
No, he's not here yet, Mrs. Bosman.
Didn't he come with you, Sherry?
No, it was his turn to do the paper route, and he wasn't back before I left. Everybody ready?
No.
I'm sorry, we're not ready yet. We're missing one of the group.
We'll just have to take a picture without him. We can't do that. It was his idea to clean up the stream.
how God created the world and told people to take care of it.
So we decided to form an environmentalist club.
Was this your first year into the Marist Annual Decker Hall Community Service Award?
Yeah, we just started the club 4 months ago. You can take a picture of me and Kitty.
Carrie, leave the photographer alone.
Not now, kid. I'm busy getting mom to take a picture of you as a cat community.
Carrie, just a few more minutes, I promise. It won't take much longer.
I don't have a cat.
So where are we going to marry them?
The kids voted for Pizza Hut.
Sorry I'm late.
This is Kitty, and she's good at
Carrie, just wait on the side. And when we're all done, I'll buy you a peanut butter cup at the drugstore.
Okay, Jerry, you come over here. You stand right here by Yusuf. Good, right there. Aaron!
Can Kitty have one too?
Aaron!
Hi, Aaron.
Yes!
Get back in place.
Okay, I'll wait over there.
Everybody ready? What's with all long faces? This is supposed to be the Christmas issue. I need a smile. Look at the red shirt.
Yeah?
It's not a smile. Let's see some teeth.
No, I hate how it looks when I smile.
Now, Louisa, you have a nice smile.
Come on, Louisa. They want us all smiling for the newspaper. It makes the readers happy at Christmas if you give them a smile.
For the second part of your prize, you get to decorate the grounds in front of City Hall. To deck City Hall, as the mayor says. Do you have plans for that?
Well, we've been talking about it. Well, we decided to use the City Hall Major scene with Mary and Joseph and the baby,
And the shepherds and the 3 wise men.
Even though they didn't arrive at the same time.
or even in the same year. And we want to use the Major scene because that's what Christmas is all about. But we want to do something original as well. So we started thinking about all the symbols of Christmas. Snowmen, red bows.
The 12 days of Christmas. Mistletoe.
Ew!
And none of them seem quite right.
Then Paul here started talking about stars.
And Jerry started talking about bells, and we decided to use them as our theme.
After all, God used a star for the very first Christmas decoration.
And bells are so pretty. Skating in the rain makes me happy.
Trespassing! You didn't think I was home, did you? Who's responsible for this brat?
Carrie,
I might have known. One of you noisy hoodlums with no idea of the meaning of responsibility.
We're so sorry she disturbed you.
Disturbed me? This old crowd did that. She did more than that. She climbed up on my porch rail and pulled down my wind chimes.
I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it. Little kids are naturally curious.
Sherry, will you keep an eye on her?
Well, somebody ought to beat the curiosity out of her. If she doesn't stay on my porch, it's going to be me.
Well, did she break it, Mr.
She broke the clasp and chipped one of the bells.
Well, if you tell me where you got it, I'll get you a new one, I promise.
Not likely. My wife made it.
Oh, well, she'll be able to fix it then.
Just wanted it to sound like Christmas.
You want bells? Well, now you got them. Why don't you go ring them on someone else's property? Why don't you go break something that belongs to someone else?
I didn't mean to break them. The man scared me when he yelled. I slipped while I was trying to ring them. I thought they were part of the Christmas decorations like you big kids were saying.
Quiet out there, or I'll call the police.
Okay, guys, how about we hang some here? It looks good.
How are you going to get it to stay up?
I don't know, street maybe? We're famous. We made the second page in the Herald.
Cool.
Y'all look stupid. Can you tell my teeth aren't straight?
Hey, guys, come back here. Hey, is there a story with it? I thought they decided not to use us. It took them so long. Someone come help me with this bale of hay.
Louisa, you look great. And yes, Jared, there's 2 stories and 2 pictures.
2?
Yeah, there's one of all of us, and then there's one of that old guy dragging Aaron's sister across the street.
And he looks mad.
He was mad. Now he'll be furious. Do you think he'll try to get even? Maybe he doesn't get the paper. Yeah, maybe he doesn't.
Listen, everyone, and I'll read it to you. 7 young environmentalists, members of the Green Crusaders, a club formed of members of a Sunday Bible class, won the Mayor's Annual Service Award for their cleanup of Pepper Creek.
suggested the project after a classmate was injured as he played in the street. Gordon tripped on a rusty old bumper that someone had thrown in the water. He cut his thigh. Not too bad, and he had to have a tetanus shot, Atkins explained.
Hey, I like that. Atkins explained instead of Jerry explained.
Each year, the winners of the Deck the Hall Service Award are rewarded by having dinner with the mayor at their favorite local restaurant and by having the chance to decorate the City Hall's front grounds for Christmas. Pizza Hut was the obvious choice for dinner, but the decorations required deeper thought. The 7 students and their teacher, Heather Osmond, met in front of the City Hall to plan their decorations scheme.
Hey, we had meant to have our picture taken. We'd already planned our decorations.
Poetic license.
Not in my book.
Shh, listen, I haven't gotten to the best part. The young crusaders who have dedicated themselves to following the biblical command to take care of the earth have naturally chosen to drag the Mary, Joseph, and the baby out of the City Hall's basement and reinstate them in the front lawn. That's what Christmas is all about, said Louisa Papineau, Jesus' birth.
They quoted me. Now that's the best part.
There's more. Desiring to go beyond the basic cliche of Christmas, the kids have decided to use stars and bells to spruce up the old decorations. We want to do something original, Papineau asserted enthusiastically.
Now wait a minute. I didn't say that the manger scene is a cliche. That makes it sound like I think the Christmas story is only one out. Makes it sound like I think the bells and stars are more important than the birth of Jesus.
More poetic license?
The excitement of the occasion moved Carrie Hilmer, the 10-year-old sister of one of the club members, to do her best to contribute to the spirit and atmosphere of the season. Citing bells on the porch of a nearby neighbor, Victor Feldspar,
So that's his name.
she innocently decided to ring them because I wanted to make it sound like Christmas. Unfortunately, Feldspar, casting himself in the role of Scrooge, dragged her off the porch with threats of a beating.
Great. Now Mom will find out Carrie broke the wind chimes, and she'll say it's my fault that she trespassed.
It says the festive spirit was broken, but students with the staying power to clean 2 miles of polluted street are not about to be stopped by a little ill will. The Green Crusaders will no doubt plant the spirit of Christmas with the decorations they put up in the City Hall grounds.
If Mr. Feldspar sees this article, he's going to have a lot of ill will against us. I better keep Carrie out of his sight. Well, it's a good article. Wait till the kids at school see my picture in the paper.
Well, the picture isn't too bad. You really can't see my teeth, but I don't like the way the reporter wrote about Christmas.
I don't get it. What's not to like? Just because he didn't use your exact words all the time?
It's just, well, never mind.
No, Louisa, I think I understand what you mean. The newspaper article makes Jesus' birth seem so trivial compared to the generic idea of Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing about Christmas is that God sent His Son Jesus to become a human baby to live a perfect life for us, right?
Yeah.
Last week in Sunday school, you said that Christmas was God's first step in fulfilling His plan of salvation for us. That's what Christmas is all about, not just being happy and smiling at people just because you don't like to smile.
I think I understand what she means. It's not that the smiling, friendliness, and decorations aren't good and all. It's just, that's not the meaning of Christmas. All that stuff's just pointing to the baby in the manger. Well, the article doesn't do that.
Yes, that's it. The stars and bells should remind us of Jesus.
Hey, are you guys in the newspaper?
Yeah.
What newspaper?
Today's Herald. Mom showed me the article before I left the house. Where's the little kid?
What kid?
You know, the one with the bells.
Oh, she has ballet lessons today.
Well, you better get away from old Scrooge. He's dangerous.
Scrooge. I like that. One time he turned on his sprinklers just as I passed by his driveway. I almost wiped out on the slippery pavement.
What are your children doing with those religious figures?
Well, we won the Mayor's Service Award for Christmas, so we get to decorate City Hall's lawn.
If that's today's Herald under your arm, there's an article about the little things too.
Thanks.
Come on, let's get moving. I'm getting hard to stand.
So, where'd you get the Christmas things?
Well, the manger scene came from the City Hall basement.
That's funny. I don't remember seeing it there before.
I think the last 2 groups that have won decided to use something else. You see, we get an allowance for decorations. It's part of our prize for winning the contest.
We made the stars and bells.
Yes, I see that. Well, did the Mayor give you any sort of guidelines on the kind of decorations you could use?
No, we just have to make sure we don't damage anything.
Yep, we're just about done. Do you like it?
Well, I'm not very fond of this old-fashioned stuff over here, but I can see that you have arranged it carefully. I like the stars and bells. They are upbeat and they catch the happy spirit of the holiday season.
Oh,
So, what did you do to win the contest?
Well, we cleaned out Pepper Creek.
Oh, now there's a worthwhile job. I'll make sure I read all about it in the paper.
well, la-dee-da. Notice he doesn't say anything about the word Christmas. It's got to be the holiday season.
Now, don't take it personally, Luke. In any case, I think your choice of decorations make the Christmas very clear.
Appreciate you guys coming to the church for the meeting today. Man, Zach, I can't believe you told the mayor your dumb elephant jokes.
Hey, he laughed. I can't believe this Osmond eats anchovies on a pizza.
Oh, gross.
Excuse me, I can't believe you eat 12 pieces of pizza.
Believe it. You should see how much he eats at home. He could star in one of Zach's elephant jokes.
Ha! I'm still growing. I need to keep up my energy level.
Hi, guys. I've got some bad news.
Don't tell me. Someone dumped a new load of junk in the Pepper Creek, and now we're going to have to break the ice up the top and clean it off the bottom.
No.
Oh, I think I know. The mayor's office called to say that we overspent our expense account at Pizza Hut last night because Jerry ate so much pizza, and he has to send the bill to us.
Let the lady talk.
Well, the mayor did talk, but it wasn't about the pizza. It seems that the newspaper article attracted a lot of attention, and one of the readers objects to using Christian symbols bought with tax dollars and displayed on city property.
Well, is the person Jewish? I mean, maybe we can make some Hanukkah symbols and have two separate displays.
Well, the lady on the phone thought the man who complained was an atheist.
What's that?
An atheist is someone who doesn't believe any God exists.
So the man who complained threatened the city with a lawsuit for not practicing the separation of church and state. Well, then the mayor decided to take down the manger scene.
So much for the true meaning of Christmas.
The mayor did say the stars and bells could remain, and someone had in the office had the idea of turning the whole block into a candy cane lane. So they ordered 20 6-foot candy canes.
Where do we find 6-foot candy canes on sale?
Anyway, the people from the fire department will be putting those up. And the mayor said you can do more decorating on the city lawn property if you want to. I told him it was up to you guys. How do you guys feel about doing more decorating?
I've always liked angels. That's religious too. Oh yeah.
We could have a sleigh piled high with presents, and we could have Santa sitting on the seat.
I don't think that if we can have baby Jesus, I don't think we should replace him with the Santa Claus.
Hey, how about a snowman?
How about a snow woman? How about a whole snow family?
We don't have any snow.
Don't be silly. We can use plywood and paint it white. Real snowmen don't last.
Guys, I think we should try and get the mayor to change his mind. I'm not giving up this easily.
He's not going to do that. Not if he's going to get sued.
Actually, I think it was the city council's decision.
I believe it was the council chairperson that met in consultation with the mayor. The city council won't actually meet until next week. I did request that the decision be made at the next full meeting.
They won't want to get sued either.
Well, I'm going to write a letter to the editor of the Herald, and I'll get my dad to type it, and then I'll bring it to you guys to sign, and then everything will be good.
That's a good idea.
Well,
I wonder who complained.
I bet it was that businessman who thought our major scene was too old-fashioned.
Now, Louisa, be careful about jumping to conclusions.
I'll help you with that letter, Lou. Maybe we can think of something else to do too.
we should get started on the Snow family, because I told some of my friends to swing by City Hall. If there's nothing but a bunch of stars and bells, it's going to be ruined.
Wait a minute. I like our stars and bells.
Hey, easy move, so do I. But they're meant to be accented, remember? Eat something more?
Come on, Lou. Let's go to my house. I got some new stationery for my birthday.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Hey, it's starting to snow.
That's just a few flakes, it hardly counts.
Maybe there'll be enough to build a real snowman.
Nah, I say we stick to our plywood ones and let's hope there's enough for real snowball fly.
Our snow family will look
listen to the man, or do you have to do another science project? Worse.
What do you mean?
Well, my mom came up with a conclusion after she read the newspaper article. She found out about the broken wind chimes and said that I had to pay half of them since I was supposed to be watching Carrie. It's going to cost more to get a new one, to fix this one, than it is to get a new one. Feldspar broke 2 more bells when he threw the chimes down.
Then why'd you just buy a new one?
Well, my mom said since his wife made it, it must have sentimental value. She said she knew his daughter, and she was a couple years younger than her in school. Anyway, about 10 years ago, she was home from college for Christmas, and they all went out for an evening together. But on the way home, they were hit by a driver who had drunk too much. Both of the women were killed, and Mr. Feldspar was in the hospital for 3 months.
That's awful.
His whole family was wiped out at one time.
No wonder he doesn't like Christmas anymore. To him, it means pain and sorrow.
That's sort of what my mom said. It kind of made me feel bad. I have to go pick up Carrie, and we have to take the new wind chimes to him. Anyone want to come? I didn't think so. I sort of feel like I'm being Daniel sitting to the lions. I'll send flowers to your funeral. Mr. Feldspar is going to eat you alive.
Couldn't you guess it? I know you're doing the right thing, but I just wouldn't want you to face Mr. Feldspar.
I'll have to see Mr. Feldspar for a few minutes. I have to live with my mom.
I'll go with you. I can help keep an eye on Carrie.
Thanks, Sherry. She is, sort of unpredictable.
So is Mr. Feldspar.
Well, I guess it'll be flowers for 2 now. Zach, if I ever get a present, I'm not coming to you.
Angels seem down. The stars and bells do look lonely by themselves.
What happened to baby Jesus?
The mean people took him away.
I learned about that in Sunday school. They put Jesus on a cross and he died to take our sins away. And then he rose again and the mean people didn't want him to be alive.
Well, those were different mean people. And these people weren't trying to be mean. They just didn't like baby Jesus being up. Well, here goes.
Can I ring the doorbell?
That's enough.
You should only ring the doorbell once, and then wait for him to answer it.
Why? I want to hear it ring.
Good afternoon.
Get off my property! Are you trying to haunt me? Isn't it enough that because of you, I can't even go shopping without being greeted as Mr. Scrooge? So who do you think you are? It goes a Christmas present.
What now?
I don't know. Maybe we could leave the stuff by the door and leave a note with it.
Hang on a second. I think I have a pen and a piece of paper in my purse.
Carrie!
I did it right this time.
Do I have to
We
call?
brought back your wind chimes, Mr. Feldspar. I didn't mean to break them. Mommy made me break my piggy bank to help pay time and fix.
Just leave me alone.
For real, sir. Here are your wind chimes. And my mom sent her greetings with these cookies. She said she knew your daughter. She was Mary Anderson before she got married.
Well, it does look fixed, but I don't want the cookies. Even those other juvenile delinquents you're always hanging around with.
Well, come on, Carrie and Sherry. Now we go.
Well, wait. Tell your mom I'm diabetic. I can't eat sweets.
Oh, I will. Have a good afternoon.
Whew, I'm glad that's over with.
You're glad.
Don't you have a home to go to, or are you just fascinated with my doorbell?
It is a nice doorbell. I made you a picture. This is heaven, this is my grandma, and this is your wife and daughter. You don't have to be sad about them anymore because they're in heaven with Jesus. Thanks for waiting.
I can't believe I thought Carrie might need protection.
Why did you do that? Doesn't Mr. Feldspar scare you at all?
No, Mommy said he's really not mean. He just asked me because he's so sad inside. Can I have one of those cookies?
What? Yeah.
Well, let's go check on Luis's letter to the editor and our Snow family.
What's a letter to the editor?
It's when a person's upset about something and they They write a letter and send it in to the editor of the newspaper. It's usually published for the public to read.
Can anybody write, even kids?
Sure, I saw one a third grader wrote once.
And you can write about anything?
Yeah, Paul and Louisa are writing about the people who made us take down baby Jesus.
That wasn't nice, was it, to throw baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph into the garbage?
I don't think they did that. They probably just put them back in the city hall basement.
No, I saw the candles sticking out of the big trash can behind City Hall. I bet baby Jesus is in there too.
Show us where you saw the stuff.
The whole street's full. Yeah, everyone went all out decorating.
Yeah, just since they got all those giant candy canes, they're trying to do it upright. I mean, look over there. See the train with all the presents on it?
I want to know who put the reindeer on that guy's rooftop. Yeah, everyone went all out except for Scrooge, and he doesn't even have the candy cane.
Yeah, he's making sure he wants to know what it is, man.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't even like it when he looks up at the sky at night and sees the stars shining above him.
Hi, Zach. Do you want to take a picture of me and Kitty?
No.
If you take one of me, I'll take one of you.
You're too young to take pictures.
No, I'm not. I can do anything I set my mind to.
Carrie, leave Zach alone.
I even wrote a letter that got published in a real newspaper. I bet you've never done that.
Go on. Carrie, if you're gonna chop Mom's rolls off, do it now. I want to go to that meeting later.
Aren't you coming with me?
I'm busy right now.
Then you help Kitty.
How about that letter your sister
Hello, boys. Are you in the Brinkley Sakers?
wrote? Yeah.
Nice to know, family. It is totally appropriate for a public space.
Well, we thought the old decorations were appropriate.
I'm sure you did. Well, would you like me to take a picture of both of you by your artwork?
Sure. Make sure you push that button up there. Thanks.
Thank you.
Now, tell me about that letter your sister wrote to the editor. Well, it was about Mr. Belzebub. She and my mom have decided that's the saddest thing they've ever heard. She told everybody why he was so sad, and then she told everybody off for calling him Scrooge. I do not believe that. You better believe it.
Hi, guys. The letter Carrie wrote, huh?
Okay, I believe it. I don't know, cool's the word for it. She's over by his house now. You think she'll come back alive?
You could let her go over there by herself.
You think I can stop her? Her and this stupid penguin run the whole family. That letter you just wrote.
Oh, did you read it?
Nah, my family doesn't get the paper.
Well, Paula and I wrote it, and it says that we should be allowed to use the manger scene for our decorations because that's what Christmas means. Even the word starts with Christ, which is one of Jesus' names. Then we say that we have followed all the rules for decorating City Hall, and that the people who protested were violating our freedom of expression.
Tell them about the city council part.
Oh yeah. We said we wanted the whole city council there, not just the chairperson, and that we would come to the next meeting
Today.
in case they had any questions.
Did you see the letters?
Yeah?
No.
Isn't it time to go to the meeting?
Oh gosh, it started 2 minutes ago. Let's go follow.
I'll see you just as soon as I retrieve Gary. I'll see you guys inside.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how Mr. Bellsbar said he was diabetic?
Yeah.
My mom made him some sort of sugarless rolls.
Well, let's go get her.
You think they'll let us put the manger scene back up?
I don't know. My dad said he probably didn't think so.
I don't see her. You think she's inside?
Probably.
I saw you coming. Have you come after the pint-sized hoodlum here?
He means me. I'll take Kitty now. Bye, Mr. Feldspar. We've got to go to the city council meeting now.
They won't change their minds, you know. You're just wasting your time.
We always miss excitement.
Yeah, it's not fair for them to kick me and Paula out. We're the ones who wrote the letter.
What happened?
They kicked us out.
Isn't that just like a joke? And I wasn't even throwing spitballs or anything.
I think we should be protesting when they come outside.
We don't have any posters. We don't have any cardboard to even make posters.
Well, why did they kick you out?
I think it's because they don't like having younger kids tell them about things.
Or they didn't want kids to hear the argument because it might pull their authority or something, but that never stopped my parents.
They said it was because we're minors.
And minors are voting citizens, so we can't sit in on the city council meeting.
Am I a minor too?
Yes, you are. Carrie, tell your mom I enjoyed those roles. You know, when I was your age, I would have never had your nerve.
Was that a compliment?
Beats me.
Is he sick or something?
What do you mean?
He was almost polite. So what happened before they kicked you out?
Well, do you remember that businessman who stopped to talk to us when we were putting up the original decorations?
The one who made the stink about all the stars and bells and scene, and the manger scene?
The one who got Louisa all upset? That's the one. Well, he told the city council meeting that he could get a lawyer to sue them if they allowed religious figures to be placed on city property.
He had a lawyer?
So I pointed out that the manger scene had been used many times, even before we were born.
Then one of the people from the mayor's office said there was no use discussing the issue anymore, and that the main street had been thrown out and replaced with candy canes.
Yeah, he even had a new street sign that they're going to put up that says Candy Cane Lane.
Actually, I thought it was pretty cute.
Then Jerry said that we had rescued the manger scene from the dumpster and that in case we could get permission to put it back up.
Then someone said it's illegal to go garbage picking in our city. So we had to take it all back. After all that work,
Isn't that the big thing with recycling? Finding a use for things people throw away.
Here's some old stuff you can reuse.
Hi, Mr. Feldspar.
What do you mean?
Well, you said you wanted to pick it, but you didn't have anything to make signs with. You can use that old poster board. It gets it out of my house.
cool. Thanks, Mr. Feldspar.
Can I make a poster too?
You can help me make mine, Carrie.
Do you have any markers I can use?
Can't any of you control this brat? Come on, Carrie, I'll get you something to draw with.
Aren't you the man that doesn't like Jesus? What happened?
Excuse me?
Carrie, leave the man alone.
Did you know that Jesus loves you? What happened?
Why were you so set against us in our decorations? Why didn't you ever tell us what you were doing when you came by? Because you always acted so friendly.
Now, son, don't take it personally. I think you're good kids. I really admire all of you for cleaning out Pepper Creek. I really do. Don't feel like I have anything against you, okay?
Then why did you make a stink about their decorations?
It's a matter of principle. You'll understand when you're older.
Then why'd you have them send us out of the meeting?
Somebody tell us what happened in there.
They voted against the manger scene, Louisa.
Right.
So much for the freedom of speech.
So much for freedom of religion.
I knew you guys didn't have a chance. Murder always stick together.
Also, they said you have to put the manger scene back in the City Hall dumpster before garbage day.
They want us to throw baby Jesus away again?
It's just a plastic baby, Carrie.
I know, but it's not fair. You can wrap up Kitty in swaddling clothes, and she could be the baby.
It's swaddling clothes, Carrie.
They don't want us to use any decorations for the baby.
Also, they're going to decorate the city hall grounds for Christmas Eve. They said that they knew you would be disappointed, so they invited you to dress up as elves and help Santa hand out candy.
Sounds kind of fun. Guys, it would be like selling out to the enemy.
We've got all these posters. How about we go picking?
Cool. I'm not sure that's the best way to spread the Christmas message of love, peace, and goodwill.
Do you want us to just give up?
No, I just want you to remember, it's not just your words that send the message, it's also your actions.
That sounds so fun. That's kind of like Halloween. If you guys don't want to do it, maybe they'll let me take the place. That's it. You want me to take your place? No. I mean, I don't care. You can.
Sheriff, get to the point.
Well, if they won't let us use the plastic manger scene, then we should wear our Christmas program costumes and pretend to be Mary and Joseph and the baby. Carrie's already volunteered her penguin to be the baby.
Cool. A living nativity scene. That's a good idea.
Well, okay, I guess. As long as your parents agree.
But our costumes have got to be a surprise, or the city will try to stop us.
Mom lips are still.
Can Kitty really be the baby? Can I be Mary?
We'll see.
What's going on? What are you kids up to now?
We're here celebrating Christmas with everyone else.
I recognize that voice.
You turned down an invitation to celebrate with the city. Now go home.
I know who you are.
He's Santa Claus.
You're the one who complained at City Hall in the first place.
And the city decided that you were in the wrong to use religious decorations.
We aren't using decorations. We've come in person just as you have to celebrate Christmas.
Aren't you Santa Claus?
You're old enough to know the separation between church and state. Somebody get this brat away from me.
Do you object to the children masquerade as characters in the Bible?
It is totally inappropriate on city property.
We just want everyone to realize that Christmas is about Jesus and his birth. We like all the stars and bells and things, but we want to make sure that they don't take the place of Jesus. He gives the real meaning to Christmas.
I'm sorry, you must leave trespassing on city property.
Oh, so we're just going to stand here.
I'm sorry.
I'd be happy to help you escort them all, city property officer.
That won't be necessary.
Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Feldspar.
Merry Christmas, Carrie.
I think the city's celebrations have been disrupted long enough.
Aaron, it seems to me that City Hall lawn is crowded enough as it is with the stars and bells, Santa and his elves, and the snowman. Would you consider bringing your living nativity scene over to my property so I can join your celebration of Jesus' birth?
Cool. Thanks, Mr. Feldspar. We'd be glad to come.
Thank you very much for putting this on for us and for reminding us and encouraging us to be bold in our standing up for Jesus this Christmas. Let's give them a hand all the way.